guys, welcome back to Simple Sacred Home. My name is Paige if you're new here. And today I'm going to be talking about ways that I am getting into a habit and a routine, a rhythm with my home. If you guys have been here for any length of time, you know that I've made past videos about different routines and rhythms that I've taken on in my home. But with each season that passes, everything looks differently. And so it's always important to reevaluate and see if what you are doing is working in your current season. I've been a full-time homemaker now for the last 7 months, and what I found is that my season is constantly changing, and so what has worked in one season is no longer working. And I just had a day when I was doing the dishes and I was thinking, I'm not running my home as if this is my full-time job. I am just trying to scrape by every single day. And so I started thinking about ways that I can make my home run more efficiently since I am home all day. And because this is my primary job, right? Taking care of my child, taking care of our home, I should be operating as if it's my job, because it is. So I thought it'd be fun to take you with me through the week and show you some new things that I'm implementing to make my home run more smoothly. What I love about videos like this is that hopefully it encourages you in your homemaking or just the way you run your household to have some ideas if you're in need of inspiration. But also it's a great way to self-reflect on your own home and how your personality works and see what works in your home, because everybody's home and everybody's season is different. But it's a great way, in my opinion, to get some ideas and figure out what will work for your home and what makes sense for you and your family. So for me, I know that Sundays are Sabbath day. So on Sundays, I want to be doing no housework that I don't absolutely need to do. So on Sundays, I'm just going to tidy, like as we go throughout the day. If we pull something out, put it away, that kind of thing. But that's about it. I want to really leave that day as a day of rest. So if anything piles up on that day, that will transfer over to Monday. So I know that on Mondays, it's going to be a get caught up day from Sunday. So if there's any dishes left over, if there's laundry that's a little bit backed up, if there's anything that didn't get tidied, vacuuming the floor, the basics that I do every single day, those will get done on Monday. And I haven't added in like the days that I want to do like errands and things like that. I'd love to put that in the schedule as well. But right now I'm just focusing on like the daily household tasks and the weekly household tasks. So Monday I'm going to use as just a catch-up day. That's going to help me transition into the week, not super overwhelmed, just focusing on whatever got backed up on Sundays, because I want to use Sunday as that full day of rest. And then Tuesday will start my daily tasks and my weekly tasks. So I've talked about this before, but I really do enjoy the one room system. So each day you have your daily tasks that are non-negotiables. You're going to do those every single day unless something goes completely awry. And then you have zones or rooms that you tackle each day. I find that's just the most easy and most manageable for me. So basically I just wrote down Tuesday through Saturday I'm going to be doing my daily tasks, and then I'm going to deep clean each day a different room. So that means on Tuesdays I'm going to do my daily tasks that are non-negotiable for me every day, and then I'm going to deep clean the kitchen, which means wipe down the refrigerator, clean out the refrigerator, clean out the cabinets if there's crumbs anywhere, do all that, clean the floors, dust, clean the windows, do all that kind of thing. And then that's it, right? So that's going to be a lot more manageable than trying to do a bunch of different things or try to remember to do a bunch of different things. And that way each room of the house gets deep cleaned every week. And of course, there's going to be times where things come up. Like I can think of this week, I have a really busy day on Thursday, and I have assigned my daily tasks and then 2 of the bedrooms that day. So my Thursday, now I know it's Monday, right? So I know that Thursday I am probably not going to get to those items. So I'm either going to need to do them on different days of the week this week or double up on Friday. So the flexibility and the beauty of being a homemaker is that you can decide how you want to go about it. I think what trips people up when they're trying to implement new schedules or routines is that you try to do a ton up front all at once, and that's going to be really overwhelming. So I would recommend just starting with something small and building up so that you don't feel overwhelmed and you can easily add new, better habits and routines to your schedule. So yeah, I'm keeping it super simple this week with just implementing this new schedule for taking care of the home, and then as we go we'll pivot and see if we need to make changes or if we want to add things to our routine. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the immediate stress relief I felt this week from implementing this new schedule. While I'm still very new and I'm sure I'll tweak things as I go and get a little bit more specific about what I want to declutter and deep clean on a rotating basis, what I found, and let me know if you're the same way, when I don't have a schedule or a routine to follow within my home, I was telling my husband that when I wake up in the morning, I start thinking about all of the things I need to do in my home. So that's dishes, laundry, sweeping, vacuuming, dusting, organizing the closets, decluttering this drawer, decluttering this closet, all of this kind of stuff. And no matter how much I accomplish in one given day, if there's still information stuck in my brain about things that need to get done around my home, I get to the end of the day, and even though I accomplished so much, I still feel like I failed because I didn't get to everything. But the benefit of having a schedule, knowing exactly what it is that you're going to tackle each day, means that there's an immediate stress relief that I feel. For example, I use my daughter's wardrobe as an example. My daughter's dresser has a few different size clothing right now because she's in between sizes, and some of her items she still fit in from her previous size. Now they're starting to get too small. So on any given day, I would be thinking about how I need to do laundry, how I need to do the dishes, how I need to mop the floors, how I need to vacuum and dust and do all of that. In addition, I would be thinking, oh my gosh, I really need to organize and clear out the clothes that don't fit her anymore, pack away the clothes, etc. What I was telling my husband is that now that I have a schedule, I don't have to stress on the days that it's not my turn to tackle her room about her clothes needing to get packed away, because I have a designated day that I'm going to do that. So what I found for myself is, okay, I know what my daily tasks are. Those are the ones I'm going to do every single day. And then I'm going to just focus on the room at hand. What that allows me to do is have a peace and an instant relief of stress, because I know, okay, if I do my daily tasks and I get my one room that I'm supposed to be focusing on cleaned, then I did the job. And guess what? There's another day this week already planned and designed and set aside to organize and clean my daughter's room. So when it comes to that day, I will take care of organizing her clothes. And that has just helped me so much, even in just this first week that I've started to implement this new routine. So I highly recommend it if you always feel like you're behind in your home, if you always feel overwhelmed and stressed by all the things that you need to get done. I highly recommend creating a schedule, having certain things that you do every single day, and then breaking it up by room or zone depending on your home and how you operate. So I recently saw a video about a trend that's mainly on TikTok, I guess, but it's called a house purse, and people show what they keep in a bag that's specifically designed for carrying around their home. So things that they would need in different rooms of their house, like chapstick, their planner, their journal, their Bible. Maybe you crochet, so you have all your crochet things, whatever it may be. And it's a bag that you can basically carry room to room. Maybe it has pens in it. Just a plethora of things that you use in your home every single day, that having a little bag that you can bring room to room would really be helpful, rather than having stuff scattered all throughout your home. I didn't want to do like a bag, at least not right now, but I had this basket that has this lid on it. It came from TJ Maxx or Home Goods like last year. I've stored some of my things that I want to be able to access super easily. I like that it has a lid on it so you can't see everything that's in there because it just looks a little cluttered. And I can move this from our bedroom to the living room to the kitchen, wherever I am, if I want to grab this stuff. So I thought I'd show you what I'm keeping in here. I haven't finished my daily tasks for the day, nor have I started my specific Tuesday tasks, but I wanted to take a minute to just say how important it is that before you do those other things, or in between doing those other things, that you take time to actually get in the Word, because that is the most important thing that you could do all day, is spending time with the Lord. Everything else should flow from that rather the other way around. Because the reality is we get going with our days, we start checking off our to-dos, and then by the time we know it, it's 7 o'clock, we're exhausted, and the last thing we want to do is read our Bible at that time. At least I can speak for myself. So making sure you get it done earlier in the day, just make sure that you make it a priority and you spend that time, and then whatever else you get done is what you get done after. Here I have these motherhood cards. These are new, and they basically have a scripture and a prayer that you can pray over your motherhood, your children, your family. I also have the current devotional that I'm reading, which I'm really excited about. And then I have my planner. Like I said, I'm starting to use a physical planner more to write down my appointments, write down my YouTube schedule, all that kind of stuff. I also have my notebook and my Bible, and then I have a pen and a notepad so I can write lists for like the grocery store and whatnot.